You got to have good tunes when you're doing DIO work. I'd love to turn this on, but I can't because Google doesn't really like you doing that. I've got on my other camera here. I borrowed from my mother years ago. This is my standard Canon that I've been using for years. This Canon, I don't know, cost me $200 or $300 years ago, and even says YouTube on it. And I've probably made enough money to afford maybe, I don't know, 100 of them, 200, who knows. But I want to try out my camera on this rear piece here. This is the rear fender right here. I've got it out in the sun. You probably shouldn't do it out in the sun, but it really doesn't matter on these older pieces because, or these type of pieces, because it's not real fine finish work. But I've done the inside. Let's switch hands here. I mean, if you think it's easy to focus a camera, tell a story, and keep the camera focused on what you're looking out there in TV world, that's where it gets a little tricky. Okay, I'm going to go all around the inside edges here. And then I figured, you know what? This is truck black, right? Bed black. This is the rear end of the fender. The bottom part of it. Hell, I'm just going to do the bottom part. And the important part is that you get into all the little cracks here and here so that water and junk and everything can't get up into here and get onto wreck your outside. Now usually, okay, when we're painting, you do 3 light coats. Actually, you do a first is a tack coat. Your second coat is a heavy coat. Your third coat, you can call it a heavy coat, or what you can do is call it a finish coat, which you kind of meld everything together. And you wait 15 minutes between coats. Now we have the outside, and I've got glare in my eyes, and I can't see this viewfinder very much. I put this 60 Carl Zeiss Handycam on high quality. It says it'll only give me 9 minutes of recording, so we'll see if this recording is any different. I would like to really afford a nice camera, but I'm the kind of person that if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy it right. I'm going to buy it, and it's never cheap. So you want to go back and forth with your passes like this, and you can see how the coating is not even, okay? Well, let's consider that our tack coat, which is actually on there, it's too thick. And I'll spend the next coat or the next 2 coats evening it out. Remember, it doesn't matter how many coats you put on, it's the last coat that shows. And that's the one that's going to get you the thumbs up from people or not. I'm going to get here and up in here. And you can see how it's not. Let me see if I can zoom in on this camera. It's supposed to have a really good camera zoom in. But all I'm seeing is reflection of my big fat thumb on the viewfinder. So I'm going to let this sit in the sun maybe another 3-4 minutes, and then I'll give it another finish coat for what I think I'm going to do. I've already got the back, so I'm not going to worry about the back anymore. The back is just a sealer coat. The front is going to be mainly, my license plate goes right here. Let's see if I can see that in the viewfinder. Goes right here, and so I worry about the bottom and the edges. But all you have to do is get a uniform. That's what you want to get. And let me tell you about, I speak about all you young guys, and what I'm talking about is someone that's 25 years old, because I'm 35 years older than that. You said when you do your painting, everyone learns by practice. Nobody is a Michelangelo right off the bat. If you study Da Vinci or Michelangelo, they always had a charcoal drawing underneath their paint, just like paint by numbers, except they didn't do numbers. They had a skeleton written out in charcoal before they paint. They didn't do this shit freehand. Come on. And they didn't just draw somebody's picture. They had a lot of thought into where things go and a lot of practice. And some of them were really good. Some of them were okay. But in the end, if you're a great artist, it only matters what two people are willing to bid on your work. You can be a really crummy artist and make a lot of money, or you can be really good and nobody wants to buy your work. And I'm sure you've seen, they say art is subjective. That's bullshit. It's either good or it's crap. No talent, crap. That's my opinion. All right, I'm going to stop this video and switch cameras.